The steam curled around us like a living thing, warm and heavy, cloaking the bathroom in a haze that blurred the edges of the world. I stood under the shower's pulse, water sluicing down my back, my wife's silhouette a soft shadow through the fogged glass. Her fingers traced lazy circles on my shoulder, a familiar intimacy that used to ground me. Then she spoke, her voice slicing through the rhythm of the water like a blade. I saw him, you know. Mark. He's staying at the neighbor's house. My heart lurched, a sickening jolt, as if the floor had vanished beneath me. What if you went over there? Just to talk to him? The air thickened, the steam no longer comforting but suffocating. I turned, water stinging my eyes, searching her face for a hint of jest, a flicker of anything but the quiet intensity in her gaze. Mark. Her ex. The name I'd buried deep, like a splinter I'd learned to live with, now yanked free, raw and bleeding. Why would I do that, Claire? My voice came out rough, not the calm I intended. She didn't flinch, just tilted her head, her wet hair clinging to her neck like dark vines. I just thought, she paused, her lips parting as if the words were too heavy to release. Maybe it'd be good for you to see he's just a person now. Her eyes held mine, but there was something unsteady in them, a ripple beneath the surface. I wanted to believe she meant it innocently, that this was her clumsy way of closing old wounds. But the air between us crackled with something unspoken, something that made my skin prickle despite the heat. I shut off the water, the sudden silence deafening. Stepping out, I grabbed a towel, wrapping it around myself like armor. You think about him a lot, don't you? I didn't look at her, couldn't. The mirror was fogged, but I felt her presence behind me, her hesitation a weight in the room. She didn't answer right away, and that silence was an answer in itself. It's not like that, she said finally, her voice softer now, almost pleading. I saw him through the window yesterday, and it stirred things up. Memories, that's all. Memories. The word landed like a stone in my gut. I'd spent years convincing myself her past with Mark was a closed book, dog-eared but shelved. Yet here it was, open again, its pages flapping in the wind of her words. The bathroom door felt heavier as I pushed it open, escaping into the cooler air of our bedroom. The space felt alien now. The bed we'd shared for 7 years a stranger's territory. I dressed quickly, jeans and a shirt, my movements mechanical. Claire followed, wrapped in her own towel, her bare feet leaving damp prints on the hardwood. Don't make this something it's not, she said, her tone sharper now, defensive. I'm not hiding anything. Then why bring him up? I turned to face her, my voice low but trembling with something I couldn't name. Anger, fear, or maybe both. Why now, in the middle of us? I gestured vaguely at the bathroom, at the moment we'd been sharing before her words shattered it. Her eyes darted away, and in that flicker, I saw it. Guilt. Not loud, not blatant, but a shadow passing over her face. She sat on the edge of the bed, clutching the towel to her chest. I don't know, she whispered. I just saw him, and it made me think about things. How life turned out. How we're here and he's there. Her voice cracked, and for a moment, I wanted to cross the room, to hold her, to erase the distance her words had carved between us. But my feet stayed rooted, my heart pounding with a truth I wasn't ready to face. I'd ignored the signs for months. The way her phone stayed face down on the counter, the late-night texts she dismissed as work. The way she'd linger at the window, staring across the street at the neighbor's house, her expression unreadable. I'd told myself it was nothing, that love was trust, that doubt was a betrayal of its own. But now, her words in the shower echoed in my skull, each one a hammer striking glass. Claire, I said, my voice steadier now, though it felt like someone else was speaking. Are you still in love with him? The question hung there, raw and exposed, like a wound I couldn't cover. Her eyes widened, her breath catching, and for a moment, I thought she'd deny it, laugh it off, pull me back into the safety of our life together. Instead, she looked down at her hands, twisting the edge of the towel. I don't know, she said so quietly I almost missed it. I thought I was over him. I swear I did. But seeing him, it's like part of me never left that time in my life. Her voice broke, and tears welled in her eyes, but they didn't fall. I waited for her to take it back, to say she was confused, that I was enough. She didn't. The room spun, the walls closing in. I grabbed my keys from the dresser, the metal cold against my palm. I'm going for a walk, I said, the words clipped final. She stood, reaching for me, but I stepped back, out of her orbit. Don't, I said, and the hurt in her eyes almost broke me. Almost. Outside, the evening air was sharp, the neighborhood quiet except for the hum of distant traffic. The neighbor's house loomed across the street, its windows glowing like eyes. I didn't know if Mark was really there, if she'd seen him or imagined it, but it didn't matter. Her words had confirmed what I'd refused to see. She was still tethered to him, to a life I could never be part of. I walked for hours, the streets blurring into a maze of my own thoughts. I replayed every moment of our marriage, the laughter, the fights, the quiet mornings when her hand found mine under the sheets. I'd built my world around her, brick by brick, only to find she'd left a door open for someone else. The betrayal wasn't an affair, not yet, but it was worse. Her heart had never fully been mine. When I returned, the house was dark, the bathroom door still ajar, steam long gone. Claire sat on the couch, her face pale in the lamplight, her eyes red. "I'm sorry," she said as I stepped inside, her voice thick with tears. "I didn't mean to hurt you. I got lost in my head." I stood in the doorway, my shadow stretching across the floor. "You didn't just hurt me," I said, my voice calm now, cold. "You showed me who you really are. And I can't unsee that." Her sob broke the silence, but I didn't move to comfort her. I couldn't. The man who would have held her was gone, drowned in the truth she'd let slip. I walked past her, up the stairs, to the guest room. The door clicked shut behind me, a sound as final as a lock turning. In the quiet, I heard her crying downstairs, the sound muffled but piercing. I didn't go to her. Some words, once spoken, can't be undone. They linger, like steam on a mirror, long after the warmth has faded.